Yes. Yes, Jonathan. Yes. Yes, yes. I hear you, brother. What's going on, guys? Jonathan, Patriots early? To be fair, you were at work, waking up early. No excuses. No excuses, Patriots. It won't be long. You're going to be going into work with your middle finger up saying, I'm out of here. I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? Coin. Patriot Jonathan. Got the fellas here today. Dumb people do dumb things. All I'm going to say regarding this election is I hope you all stay safe out there. Try not to be out there. I hear you, man. It's probably the aftermath that's going to be even crazier. I don't think whoever wins is probably technically not even going to win for the longest time because nobody's going to accept it. It's going to be wild. You got to stay safe. Jenda's in the house. Morning, morning, morning. Good to see you in here. Tim Tolson, you ready to rock and roll, baby? Let's go. It's election day. Very historic times we get to spend with the family here today. So I'm very excited. We are all gathered around our trading desks and ready to go. How did you guys end up yesterday? So the idea here today with the quote, patience pays. Now remember, I get in trouble because I've been saying this. I've been spelling it this way for so long now, trading, that I don't even know how to spell it correctly. I always spell it patience because patience pays. P-A-Y. That's how you got to spell it in the market. And what exactly does that mean? Well, Buffett had a quote that said, those in the market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. There we go. So that as far as long-term investments go. But also, how can you think of it? With patience pays. Well, on a day like today, we may need to be a little patient. Have low expectations on a day like today. Not go in, with that coffee like Jonathan's been drinking so fast this morning, getting all excited and jittery, and our fingers are just twitching, and they're pressing all kinds of buttons, and we're getting in every stock. Yeah, we got to be careful of that. Got to be careful of that on a day like today. Not saying you're going to do that, Jonathan. I'm messing with you. But that's the idea today. Let's be patient. It's been the idea the last couple weeks. Patience on our trades. Laser focused on the trades. So yesterday, guys, what were we watching yesterday? Yesterday, I want to bring this up really quick because this was a good lesson yesterday. And FYI, I still have to sit in cash today. So I'll just be helping you guys out. But probably be good to go tomorrow. But still, the market's going to be a little iffy. So we'll see. We will see tomorrow. But AMPC was the idea yesterday. AMPC was, this was the idea. And I think one of you brought this up, and Coin made a very good remark about this. Always look at the past chart history because we get an idea into the stock. So when we look at the past chart history of AMPC, we saw the stock opened. Every time the stock was gapping up, it would open and sell off throughout the day. So that's essentially what we saw yesterday as well. That's what most of the time happens. What was the other play we're looking at? There was a few. NIO, LI, those are stocks we still need to watch this morning. NIO, both, and LI are essentially doing the same thing. These are in the same sector. Both of them kind of hit a high in the morning, and then they both saw profit taken. They both kind of went like reddish on the day, and then turn back around. We're seeing a little bit of a gap up on both of these, LI and NIO. So we got to be watching those. We got to be watching both of those this morning too. But also yesterday, DSKE was kind of my bread and butter. Now, granted, this one did take a little bit more time. There's usually different variations to these trades. This one did take till around 12:30, 1 o'clock before it really started seeing that profit taken and that sell-off. So sometimes they don't initially snap right out of the gates, but there's different variations to them. Coin, patience for the trade to come to you. There you go. Yep, and Coin even said this yesterday. You got to wait. What he does is when he likes a trade and he wants to jump into a trade, he presses that 15-second timer. And he does not take the trade until that timer goes off, because sometimes our emotions like to FOMO into trades instead of just waiting a little bit to make sure it is the trade that we want, not the trade our ego, our emotions want. I helped you out a lot, Jonathan. All right, so our leading gapper this morning is going to be, for those of you new in here, also FYI, the market clock is good to go. Brad, if you're in here, that was my fault. I just needed to close out the scans and reopen them. But anyways, this morning we have one stock that's kind of leading gap in this morning, BBGI, and that one's on third quarter earnings, but it's kind of hitting a wall right here. Fast move up through the whole dollar, hitting that 20-30 cent area. And seeing a little bit of selling pressure. You guys know we teach that all the time in here. Fast move up, faster the move, the weaker the trend up through the whole dollar. Hit that 20 cent area, sometimes maybe 30. And we see stocks start looking a little heavy and taking that elevator on down. What does the elevator down mean? Why do I like the elevator so much, guys? This was about a 20-cent drop, so not a whole lot, but relative to its other candlesticks here, this is what I like. Fast moves up through the whole dollar. Let's short it. Risk over high day. Oftentimes we'll get that little droppy drop. Now, BBGI, we got to be careful with. This is at $8 million in float stock. It's already rotated its entire float on volume. 3.5 times or so. 27 million shares traded already in pre-market. So this stock has all the hype. It has all the attention. We got to keep that on watch this morning. Kevin Gamela in the house. What's going on, Kevin? CoinFox, that 15-second rule saved my hoo-ha yesterday. FTCH almost chased the pop wave 15 seconds. Yeah, FTCH, man, we're going to go over that one today. I did see that stock this morning. And yeah, I'm sure that's a good example of waiting about 15 seconds. Almost chased the pop wave 15 seconds, and about 10 seconds, and a massive seller slammed it. Yeah, so FTCH, let's go ahead and jump on that one real quick. This one was about 10:30. Woo, baby. Yeah, crazy spike. So this one had opened yesterday at $28, hit about roughly 34 before it started coming back on down. So yeah, I'm almost certain this one was screaming off the scans yesterday, and you waited just a little bit. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to wait, because what happens most of the time, these things will start forming kind of DTs, descending triangle patterns. 1 second, I need to. Yeah, this is one of the most common things we see with the intensity plays is intensity, euphoria to DT. We see that all the time. So essentially what that means, descending triangle, they start forming lower highs. That's exactly what that means, euphoria to DT. So yeah, that definitely worked right here. I want to watch this one today, guys. FTCH as well. I actually had that on the watch list, so glad Coin brought that up. I want to watch this one today against the previous high day, and also as past chart history, not too bad. We have this upper shadow here, so it's going to be opening up right at resistance. This upper shadow here is at 32. Then a little bit even further back, we have many upper shadows back here as well, 32, 32. So it's going to be opening up slightly above that 32 area. We'll see if we can see a little selling pressure today. I'd be risking it off of previous high day, 34. So I'd be slow scale on that. But that's the idea with FTCH. Be watching it against the previous high a day. That's where the resistance is on the chart. Jack Trader, Matty Who, happy election day. Good to see you guys in here today. Thanks for popping on in. You guys ready to make some money? Are you guys ready to make some moolah? So yeah, I wanted to have that quote in today, patience pays, because it really does, especially with what we've been seeing in the market. We got to let the trades come to us, as Coin just said. Patience for the trade to come to you. I mean, all across the board, patience is good. Like the Warren Buffett quote says as well. Stock market's a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. It's just true across the board. Jason, good morning, man. You staying busy? How the twins keeping you? Kim in the house. Going to be a crazy, crazy day. Yeah, stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Going to be crazy. Stay locked up in your room. Don't go out. Don't go out today. Going to be a wild one. What's BBGI doing? All right, our leading gap for BBGI. This one is on earnings. Third quarter earnings. They They actually had better than expected earnings. Usually these plays are a little bit more sustainable because earnings plays actually fundamentally change the value of a company versus these like stupid headlines most of them release. So this one may try to find its feet. BBGI is also already rotate its entire float like 4x. 29 million volume, 8 million in the float. Got to keep our eyes there. But, you know, it's an earnings play. So we may see this try to find its feet. But yesterday, ANPC, DBVT, both of those leading gappers kind of faded. I'm not expecting a whole lot today, guys. And you shouldn't either. Let's be laser focused like we have been. We've been on top of everything. WKHS, you remember this one from yesterday? This one got a nice little pop on it. What's the idea here with WKHS? Well, let's draw the trend line here from the last 2 days. I think if this thing pulls back to the trend, we can get a starter on it. But the idea here is its main support, which is going to be under 15. WKHS, major support under 15. I'm going to say it every day because this one's right near that support. We'll see what's going to happen with this one because it has been kind of in a little trend. You guys see this? It's been in a nice little downtrend, but it's trying to break above that right now. You guys see what I'm talking about? Here's this little downtrend it's been in. Trying to break above that right now. So under 15 is going to be main support on WKHS. We'll see if we can get some little action on it today. Jason, busy. I hear you, man. Patriots going to trade small size rest of the week. Absolutely. I don't blame you. I think everybody should definitely consider that. And coin WKHS essentially moving sideways. Still lots of bag holders. Yeah, this one's I mean, definitely lots of bag holders. Shorts are going to start looking to probably start taking a little profit as well. So it's kind of got bags on both sides of it. Let's continue down the list. All right, SUP had a nice climb to it yesterday. SUP had a pretty decent trend against it yesterday. So SUP, I like this one against like 210, 220. You can risk previous high day, PHOD, on SUP if you have the shorts here. But also looking at its past chart history, this is good resistance on it. I mean, it's kind of oversold, this stock. But here's what I'm looking at. Ever since the market from the coronavirus started taking this one on down, we've been seeing it fade, but it's got 210 resistance from a few different times since March that has tried to break above it. The chart is mainly oversold here, but the idea is it had an overbought move yesterday, above average volume. This is what we look for every single day. I'd like it against that 210 area. It's already kind of overbought from yesterday. Friday's close at 120 all the way up to 186. We're likely to see some profit taken. Here on SUP. So if you have the shorts, risk off at 210 there. Same idea as DGLY. DGLY, fast move up through the whole dollar, hitting that 320 area. 20 areas, 20 cent area, guys. I go over all the time, baby. That magic number. You guys learning some stuff in here? We're going over all the secrets. All the secret sauces. CoinFox, FYI, when a stock has a deep multi-day pullback on daily, don't expect too large of a move. Bag holders kind of unwind it. Yup. All right, DGLY, fast move up, 319, 320. You guys know what it is. We see this all the time. I hope you guys are starting to see it yourself. When you start to see it, dreams come true. Dreams start becoming true when you start seeing these things happen every single day. So the idea, DGLY, if it gets a pop up towards 320, let's smack it. And VISL is not bad either. VISL, little pop yesterday. 150 is going to be pretty tough resistance on VISL. You actually see that from yesterday. I had a very tough time breaking that. I didn't draw this trend today. This is why I love using TOS charts, because I've been using the Thinkorswim literally for 5 years. I mean, since I started trading, I've been drawing resistance and support lines. So all these Nearly every ticker I have resistance and support lines, thousands and thousands of tickers. So these are all in place. These are already here. So that is going to be resistance. VISL. So if you have shorts here, VISL, be watching that. Yep, very tough. Very tough, VISL. 150. We'll see if it can break it. That's kind of the idea. Risk over under 150. See if it can break and hold that. Kim, good advice. Good advice. ZK in the house. ZK, what's going on, man? I have no answer for more than 9 days from CMEG. Hey, throw an email at me. Throw an email at me. I'll more than 9 days. Yeah, I mean that's a little long, man. Email me. I'll call him or something for you. I'll make a call. Brad, I'm planning on coming over to the Intensity family. Going to go over with the Platt version. Will you say hi? Heck yeah, dude. I wills. I wills, Brad. Congrats. Nice work there. Yeah, send me email averydaytrading at gmail.com. And yeah, this is kind of the number one thing that kind of goes on over there is the application process takes a little too long. Which I've been trying to tell them to speed things up. They just have so many applicants going over there. But I can make a call. I can email the boss and get you set up a little quicker. So if you have any problems with the process, just email me. I'll help you out. All right. Also today, I want you guys to be aware of the marijuana sector. Kim, you always get someone on the market after the market closes pretty easily. Nice. Good. And Jag just talked to CMEG about 5 minutes ago. There you go. There you go. You can try to make a call. If not, yeah, just email me. And I actually just helped a guy out who was in the process for like several weeks, and they got him taken care of in just a day or two. So just let me know. CGC, ACB, TLRY, guys, the marijuana sector is very dank right now. Is that the right word? What are the kids saying these days? It's lit. Yeah, the marijuana sector is lit. Oh man. CGC, this one's going to be kind of, yeah, so here's the idea. With CGC, ACB, TLRY, there we go. Thanks. Lit, dank. Yeah, I'm still young enough. I'm still young enough, I guess. I can say those things. It's loud. Okay, that's the new thing. It's loud. All right. Thank you for helping me with this terminology. All right, CGC. This one's kind of coming up to some tough resistance at $22. So let's see what CGC is going to do over 22. 22 over under is kind of the idea here. I'd be kind of shorting this over 22, seeing if it's going to break and hold. Most of these stocks are overbought. These wheat stocks from yesterday, a little overbought from yesterday. I mean, CGC opened up at 19. It's setting around a couple points and a half, 2.5 points up from that. It's got some resistance at 22. I kind of see what it's going to do against that. I mean, the market's going to probably be somewhat weak today. It's going to be somewhat weak. I suspect a lot of traders aren't even going to be trading today. It's election day. There's a lot going on. So, let's watch these marijuana plays to see what's going to be going on. Those are kind of volatile. That's where a lot of the volume is right now, as well as yesterday. You guys know the Chinese electric vehicles, NIO, LI. Those are probably still going to have a move on them today. LI is more of the recent IPO. Patriots dominated by algos. Yeah, it kind of looks, but all those really look like algorithmic type of trades. So, but the nice thing with those algos is when they snap that trend, usually they get a nice little snap on them. CGCs are already having a little bit of trouble at that 21.75. That's going to be its previous high day right there around 21.75, $22 resistance. I'd be watching these guys for a short against that. TLRY, let's see, TLRY. Yeah, 720. TLRY is the idea there. 720. It's a cheaper play. ACB is a little cheaper too. 520 there. I wouldn't be trading all of them if I were you guys. I'm still sitting in cash today, guys. I'm moving money around. As you guys heard from yesterday, my wife is retired, so I'm moving money around right now. So I'm sitting in cash today. But 520. I wouldn't be trading all these. They're all going to move together. So just pick one and then watch the overall market. Because they're all going to move in tandem with one another. And you guys see that from yesterday. CGC, ACB, TLRY. Coin, TLRY is sideways for 2 weeks, watching for a false breakout. Gotcha. Yep, I hear you. So WKHS, let's go ahead and review these plays real quick. WKHS, under 15 is main support. It's got the trend from the last few days. It's trying to break out of this pattern that it's been on, this kind of downward pattern, downward spiral. WKHS has been on. It's trying to break above that. It's got under 15 main support. It's got the trend. Let's see what it's going to do at the open. If we see this start selling on off down to the trend, be watching that one carefully. For a little bit of a scoopy scoop. BBGI, what's going on here? Still a little heavy. BBGI still a little heavy. Sorry, guys, I'm talking like I'm typing. I had some coffee too this morning, Jonathan. BBGI, it's got 30 million in volume, 8 million float. Whew, crazy. This one's on third quarter earnings. So I do suspect BBGI is going to find its feet somewhere. Looking a little heavy at the moment, but that one may try to find its feet, maybe around 160s. So let's keep our eyes there. That's the leading gapper. SUP short against 220 or previous high day 208. DGLY short against 320. FTCH short against 34 previous high day. Also, that's main chart resistance. FTCH. That one had a nice overbought move yesterday. FISL, if you guys have the shorts there, short against 150. That's going to be main resistance. And also yesterday, pretty tough resistance. It was unable to break. And when these things are unable to break with that kind of volume, look at this volume down here, guys. VISL. When stocks are unable to break with this kind of volume, we start seeing profit taken. It starts to unwind. These guys are like, man, this ain't breaking. I'm just going to lock in profits, or I'm just going to take a small loss. Right? That's usually what we see. And then other than that, we need to watch the marijuana plays this morning. Marijuana sector. Let's see what that's going to do. I like this at the open here for a little snap, a little profit taken. I'd pick one of these plays and go for it. And just be watching the entire sector to see what it's going to do. What she's going to do. But anyways, we got a few minutes till the market opens on up. Let's go ahead and go over the scans. For those of you new in here today, make sure you are hitting that like button. Hitting that like button this morning. Let's go over the scans and get ready to rock and roll. All right, so in the morning, we go over the left side of these scans, gap up, gap down, bear scan watch list. In the middle here, positive and negative intensity scans. This is what we're going to be watching intraday. We're going to be seeing what's going to be popping up and selling off. This is very important for us for a day like today because maybe opening a little slow. And like the quote of the day says, patience pays. Let the trades come to us. We have to let them come to us. And how do they come to us? Well, they give themselves to us via the ATM. What's the ATM? The scans, these things. Essentially an ATM. So positive intensity, when stocks are highlighted orange on both of these scans, it means they're intense. Positive side, stocks are getting overbought. Negative side, when they're highlighted orange, stocks are getting oversold. And especially on a day like today where we may be seeing a little bit of lighter volume with the election, maybe not a bad idea to focus on some of these overbought plays to short into. When they're highlighted orange, that means get ready for the reversal. And like how coin normally trades, it normally it's a good idea to wait 10 or 15 seconds once you see the alert. It says get ready for the reversal. These stocks are getting overbought. And let's take the opposite side of the move. Human behavior never changes. When people see something go up, they buy, euphoria. When people see something go down, they sell, they panic. Kimberly, I agree. 23 in chat. Hit the like button and let's rock and roll today. It's going to be a good day today. Going to be a good day. Let's see what the scanner gods are going to provide to us today. We're going to be trying to watch everything this morning like usual. And you guys know the idea, the game plan. So SUP against 220. DGLY against 320. FTCH against 34. VISL against 150. And then the marijuana plays. Got a lot to look at, guys. It's busy. It's busy these days. JD looking like a dump out of the gates. Yeah, I have the same. It's already a little bit selling off from the highs. I'd like these to open up a little bit higher. I'm just going to be helping you guys out today, as you are aware. Probably trading tomorrow. I'll probably trade tomorrow. But I'm just going to focus on helping you guys out today. I'm sitting cash. Cash. All right, let's keep our eyes on the scans. Help us alert some of these stocks, guys. And let's get ready to go. We got about 15 seconds. Coin watching SPCE for a 1750 dip buy. Market's open. Let's get to work, traders. Let's get to work. See what's going to be happening. So let's watch that marijuana sector. I'd be very interested there. See if we're going to start seeing a little profit taken. I'd watch for it to pop up towards, for instance, TLRY. Get a little bit of a pop back up towards 7. FTCH is getting a little pop on it this morning. A little bit of a pop. I'd be watching that one very carefully, guys, on FTCH for a short against previous high days, 34. SUP already opened up a little weak against 210, 220s. WKHS hasn't made up its mind yet. So as we're seeing at the moment, the negative scanner is lit up more so than the positive scans. So we're seeing some selling pressure. We are seeing some selling pressure out of the gates. It's not surprising. Guys, let's be patient today. Patience pays. Let's let the trades come to us. No need to force any trades. DGLY getting a little pop right now. I still like that one against 320 a lot. So if that gets even closer up there, we have a lot of bags in DGLY, a lot of bag holders from that $3 to 320 area. That was major resistance from yesterday. So if you have the shorts, I'd be looking there. So BE is popping up on the positive intensity scans, BE, and SPWR. Now, SPWR we traded last week. That was actually a pretty nice play last week, and the pop did not really sustain itself from last week, if you guys remember. SPWR has got some resistance on the chart up around $18, $18.20 on its chart. So if you're trading SPWR, I'm pretty sure this one's already seen a little bit of selling pressure, but SPWR, I'd be interested there. That and BE. BE just fast move up to 14.20. BE's 13 EMA is going to be at 1480. So that's kind of what I'd be looking at on BE, that 1480 area. SPWR already seeing a little bit of weakness from 1760s. So stocks are they're looking weak. You're gonna have to get in quick and get out. It's looking like this morning. It's going to be hard for these things to sustain themselves at the moment. That's what it's kind of looking like at the moment. WKHS trying to get a little pop over 17. I don't suspect this one's going to be able to hold. It's probably going to be coming back to the trend. BBGI, that one's trying to get a pop, a little bit of a pop this morning, back up to $2. Going to have a lot of major resistance up towards 236. Longs take longer. Shorts take shorter, longs take longer. Just keep that in mind. SUP still a little weak. SUP, if you have the shorts, I'd be watching that one carefully. SUP looking a little weak. DGLY, that little pop didn't sustain. So nothing is... The buying volume and momentum is not sustaining itself. So when you see stuff pop, get ready. Get ready to throw a little position on it. But remember, today's a day to make sure, like Patriot was saying earlier, size down. VISL we were watching this morning, that one's opening weak as well. So nothing is really holding at the moment. Yeah, that one's getting a little pop on it. Watching the scans, making sure we're not missing anything, guys. SAVE Save, which is Spirit, is trying to get a little pop right now on it. Spirit Airlines. WKHS coin going to be a big red day there. Yeah, we were just saying that when it was over 17 that I don't suspect that's going to hold this move. Everything's looking weak, already pulling back. So guys, get your shorts ready. Would be very careful longing anything today. It's not looking like and TLRY snapped from $7. TLRY, so the marijuana sector is snapping right now as well. ACB, TLRY, CGC, they're all snapping. So if you missed the snap, be looking if you missed the snap on these marijuana plays, you can look for the dip buy. You can look for the panic buy. Today's not looking like the day for anything to be buying up a whole lot, but you could be looking for a little nibble on the long side. Like that little bit of a nibble. Man, I wish I was trading today. God, would it freaking kill TLRY. Just sitting cash today. I'll trade probably tomorrow. SAVE still holding on up. Keep the change. Good morning, green team. Good morning to you as well. We are being very laser focused right now. Keep the change. The market's looking very weak, so we are keeping our eyes there. TEN popping up on the positive intensity scan just a second ago. 10 TEN. That one's got the 13 EMA on the chart at 843. It's also got yesterday's high. Actually, the last 3 or 4 days highs at around 850s, 860s. Remember, nothing's holding up too much. So TEN coming up, popping up. It's a little thin, a little light on volume. So you guys are aware there. It's going to have 850s, 860s resistance. Yeah, keep the change. Our eyes were on kind of that marijuana sector, which is trying to find its feet a little bit right now. If you guys are buying the dip, marijuana sector. That was kind of CGC, ACB, and TLRY. We were watching those for a snap. I wouldn't trade all of them. Just pick one because they're all going to move in tandem with one another. But that's kind of the idea, was watching TLRY against 720 for a snap. And that was beautiful. So be looking for a little bit more panic on those marijuana plays. We may see a little bit more selling pressure, a little bit more panic for a scoop. If you guys are interested there. Coin took a small long SPCE, 1770s on that little pullback. Yep, don't look for the world. Don't look. OMI, a little bit of a selling pressure there too. Buying the dip is a little scary today. Buying these pullbacks a little scary on a day like today. I will be honest. But right now at the moment, the only thing that looks that exciting... Yeah, there's a lot selling off, guys. MOS, panic. That one's already down 2 points really quick. MOS, OMI, those are panic selling at the moment. Yeah, if we miss those initial snaps on the marijuana sector, the only thing interesting there at the moment for a trade would be a little bit more panic for a scoop. THMO, low floater, is probably getting a chat room pump at the moment. Chat room pump, THMO. 4 million in float. It's getting some volume on it. THMO. A little bit of a chat room pump, it looks like. Yeah, MOX is still panic selling, MOS. That one's slightly interesting as well. And that's just on Q3 as well. Worse than expected Q3 sales. Coin looking for an 1840 push on SPCE. THMO is kind of that chat room pump at the moment. I'm kind of watching that one because nothing is sustaining itself. So, guys, when nothing is sustaining itself, I wouldn't suspect THMO to as well. But this is where the 90%ers and 10%ers are differentiated. 90%ers want to predict a black sheep that's going to take on off versus just reacting to what the market is saying. The market is not saying to be buying that right now. FTCH, so that one was against yesterday's highs. That one's already starting to see a little selling pressure, FTCH. So I got a little pop at the start of the day, 3260s, already nearly down a point on FTCH. So if you guys got that, nice work on FTCH. Might not be a bad play for a fade. Let's see where the marijuana sector is still panicking right now. You know, it's not a bad idea to be kind of scooping up TLRY down here in the 720s. Really not a bad idea. TLRY from $7 down in the 720s. The 13 EMA there is going to be at roughly 612, and most of the red candlesticks on its bash chart history look roughly like this. Some of its past chart history red candles. So it looks like it may try to find its feet somewhere around here. TLRY really panic selling down 620s, mid 620s. If I was trading today, I probably would have been scaling into that just slightly. But remember, today, size down. Not a bad idea to size down just a little bit, because today's a little bit, election day, not expecting, just zero expectations on a day like today, right? Zero expectations. Just trade what the market gives. TRY already a pop back up to 640s from the 620s alert. Anybody get that? Not a bad play right there. Yeah, just remaining unbiased. The stock was overbought, so being objective, saying, okay, the stock's overbought, it is overbought. And then taking advantage of that, shorting into it out of the gates. And then the stock is getting oversold, taking advantage of that. Buy fear, sell euphoria. Same thing every day. The same thing every day. BBGI, a little heavy against the VWAP. That was our leading gapper. 8 million float, 50 million shares traded. Woo! BBGI, that one's heavy against the VWAP at the moment, 204. TLRY back up to 647, 648. So anybody got that? If anyone got that scoop in the 620s, great work there. Great work there. SPCE looking good coin, coming up to its previous high of days. Not a bad area to lock in a little profit. SPCE coin taking half off, 18.15. I don't blame you. It's going to be a little resistance there. Probably going to see a little bit of a pullback. Nothing to worry about. BE is still climbing. BE is still climbing. Remember, the 13 EMA on that is 1489. 1489. And looking at past chart history, it does respect that area. We are seeing some upper shadows to that area. 1489. So BE is getting a little pop on it right now. I'd wait for it to get a little faster on BE. If that one gets a little faster up towards like 1560s, 70s, not a bad play there. Not a bad play on BE. TLRY in the 650s now, 656, 657, 658. Woo! Woo, baby. 659. 660s. Dang, guys. I mean, that bounced right off the 13 EMA down there in the 620s. I hope somebody got that. I hope one of you guys got that. Now it's getting a little overbought, popping up on the positive intensity scan. So what does that mean? It's probably going to see a little bit of a selling pressure on it. TLRY. Probably going to see a little bit of a reversal. This one's starting to get fast. So 670s now. Nice. That was one of the better plays today. Faux show. Faux show. BE 1458 met some resistance. Already down about 20 cents from that. Didn't get crazy fast right there, but if you guys threw a starter position on it, I mean, not bad. You're in the green. Coin moved to stop to 1805. Green lock. Yeah, it's probably going to hit 1805, to be honest. I mean, it's probably going to hit 1820. It's probably going to hit 1805, come back down a little bit. That may be a little tight, but also the market's weak, so it may pull back pretty hard and continue. TLRY, a little bit of profit taken from that positive intensity scan alert. SPWR, that one fast move up to resistance. SPWR hit 1813. SPWR 1813. I'd be watching SPWR and BE. Those need to get fast though. Remember, this market right now, nothing is really sustaining. So it's everything's seeing a little selling pressure. So I'd be watching BE and SPWR. Those both are holding their gains at the moment. I'd be watching for a little bit of a fast move. SPWR is near resistance. Here's this past chart history resistance, SPWR. So this one is coming up towards that 1860s, 1870s as resistance on it. On SPWR. So I'd be watching that one carefully. As well as BE. Just watch for those to get fast. Faster the move, the weaker the trend. And they're already a little overbought. Snap looking ready to pop coin. Nice. Yeah, SPCE, stop, you moved it. Yeah, 05 was a little too tight. That's okay. You recognized it. Yeah, you would have. God, you wait. If you would have stopped out there, man, I would have cried for you. That lower shadow literally tapped it. Man. All right. JMIA, that one just popped on the scans and it's getting a little. JMIA, we've been watching this one for a while, guys. This one U-shaping. That one's trying to curl back up a little bit today. It's getting a little feisty this morning. Getting a little feisty. Just hit 1720s. Here's the daily on JMIA. So 1720s, usually a low resistance, fast move through the whole $1.20 area. Nothing's really holding very strong today. So JMIA, I'd be watching that one for a little bit more of a pop, a little bit faster, and hit that one. We'll see where BE is. BE, that one's seeing a little selling pressure in SPWR. SPWR kind of consolidating around 18. That one has some tough resistance around this area. I'll be watching for fast moves on those, but nothing's really getting that fast of a move, to be quite honest. So that's the idea there. How we doing, fellas? Everybody good and green? Yeah, TLRY, that was the idea there. So, yeah, man. So, TLRY, that one popped up to 670s. It popped up on the positive scans. Intensity, that means what? It's getting a little overbought. Get ready for it to reverse a little bit. And guess what TLRY did? It did just that. That's how the scanners are designed. That's how they work the high majority of the time. Intense moves usually lead to a little bit of profit taking and a little bit reversal. That's what happened with TLRY. But, guys, man. I hope some of you killed both sides of that. That used to literally be my dream when trading stocks. I'm like, man, I want to go short, then long, then short, and literally work every side of the stock. You're being objective. The stock was overbought, shorting into that profit take, and then longing the panic, and man, killing it. Just absolutely killing it. Coin lower pivot high, looking for 6 now on TLRY. Yeah, we may see a little bit more. A bit more selling pressure on it. WKHS coming up near its highs. SPWR still kind of sitting around 18. It's starting to slow down a little bit. If you guys are interested, SPWR, if you're interested there, you could hit it, risking over under the high of days. I'd probably personally wait for it to get a little faster. But it does look like it's already trying to snap just a little bit. But nothing's really sustaining. Nothing's really holding up too good today. BE could risk over 1458 over under there too. What's JMIA up to? JMIA 1720, that magic area. You guys will start seeing it. When you start seeing it, you'll believe it. Seeing is believing. I've been trading long enough. I see these 20-cent areas hit all too often. DGLY getting a little bit of a pop on it. The idea with there was risking previous high a day, so we could short into that, risking 320s. BBGI, even continuation on that sell-off. Plug just popped on up. PLUG popped on up. Plug Power. Yeah, Plug Power is not bad. A lot of volume on PLUG. CRBP. Yeah, that one's not bad. That one is not bad. So I'm going to type out a few of these tickers to keep watching. If you guys are going to keep trading here today, there's we've been on top of everything. We've been on top of everything. Like I've been saying, I'm really just really proud of everybody in here being laser focused the last 2 weeks. Like the quote says, patience pays. Letting the trades come to you versus forcing trades has been the theme of the week and last week. And you guys have really been killing it. So if you were here this morning, TLRY, beautiful trade. SPCE from Coin. Coin's alert on SPCE was magical. That one's already 1820s, 1830s. So awesome trade there. It hasn't been a bad day for what we've been watching, and we've been over top of everything. Every day trading team, we are watching every play in the market. Every play. We do not miss a play in here. BEs, a little bit of selling pressure from 1458. SPWR, let's see where that one's at. A little bit of a selling pressure there as well. Those are the plays I'd be watching. I just typed them on out right at the moment. Otherwise, be watching the scans. See what's going to pop on up. PLUG 1730s over under. SPWR a little heavy against 1813 over under. BE seeing a little bit of selling pressure there as well. BE may see a little continuation on that selling pressure. May get under VWAP because it's coming up towards that 13 EMA. And what we've been seeing with BE, I'll show you guys a daily chart here. This is what we've been seeing against the 13 EMA. Every time BE's been popping up over the last couple weeks, it's seeing some selling pressure. Come back on down. Pop up to 13, selling pressure comes back on down. So I'd be watching that on BE. That's why we always look left of the chart, traders. We're always seeing the personality of these tickers to see how they normally be moving. Travis H in the house. What's going on, man? What'd you trade today? It's election day, bro. I am just helping the fellas out today. I'm not trading today, just helping everybody out. I'm just sitting all cash, bro. Not a whole lot going on. I just wanted to... You either, this week, yesterday and today, you got to either do what Patriot said this morning and size your positions down, reduce your risk. You know, trading is one of two things, right? Trading, you got to learn to be in the 10% crew. You got to learn how to make money. But then, more importantly, you got to learn how to protect that money. Protect the bag and keep it. Not give it away. And that's part of this week as well. Learning to keep that money. Sizing down a little bit. So, yeah, the green team prevails. The green team prevails. As usual. So, guys, I'm going to be around just for a few more minutes to see what pops on up and help you guys out. Looks like the green team's doing good today, and then we'll do it again tomorrow. Just answer any questions if you guys have them. A little bit slower today. If you're going to continue staying here throughout the day, just I'd be watching those three plays I just listed out. SPCE, you can watch coins play. DGLY is not a bad one. That one we were watching today, that was kind of that hangover setup we go over a lot. That one's going to have pretty tough resistance around 320 on the chart, DGLY, so that one's going to pop if you do have shorts there. I'd be watching the marijuana sector as well. I need to list those real quick. TRY, CGC, ACB, those were hot yesterday. And all three of them got a little snap out of the open today. And they still are looking heavy. All three of those are still at the moment looking heavy. So it's a weekday. It's a weekday. It is what it is. Travis, thanks. Do you think tomorrow will be crazy? I hope so. I hope we see a little bit more volatility. So right now, it's just a little light. You know, as traders, we make money when stocks go up or down. It's in that volatility. That's what we're looking for. Looking for volatility. We're not looking for stocks to go sideways. There's no money to make when it's sideways. And people who aren't traders, you know, out in the real world, when they talk to you, they don't understand that necessarily. They're like, man, the market's like selling off. You must be having a hard time. It's like, no, I'm having a great time. It's like, you don't have to just buy stocks. I mean, but majority of people don't understand short selling, so it is what it is. You can't blame them. Can't blame them. Snap high day. Coin, one thing you were wanting to mention. Guys, listen to Coin. I promise Coin is not a bot. He is an actual moderator in here. Although some days he seems like a bot with how he trades. Very good trader. Whatever stock you're watching, watch how it moves on the time frame. So yeah, watch different time frames. You guys will think I'm crazy, but I literally have I have 5 monitors in my office. I watch the 5-minute time frame, the 2-minute time frame, the 1-minute time frame, and the daily. On DOS, I'll look at the 2-minute time frame. On Thinkorswim, I'll watch in the 5-minute time frame, and I'll switch to the 1 minute, and always have the daily. Always have the daily up. Jonathan, all the best. Got to change a poopy diaper. Stay safe today. Yeah, that's why I wear diapers too when I trade, bro. Gotta always have that diaper on. You never know when it's gonna hit you. Yeah, I know some stocks make bigger moves in the last minute of the 5-minute chart. Some move in the first minute of the 5-minute. Yeah. So yeah, it gives you more insight. Definitely gives you more insight when you're watching like a larger time frame on really what the stock's doing. Watching like 2-minute, 5-minute. The 1 minute, you see when you're watching just the 1 minute. So, and you guys will probably understand what I'm saying here. I'm gonna throw this in here for free. When you only watch the 1 minute, the 1 minute can play with your emotions a lot because you're literally like the 1 minute shows nearly every single order going through. So the candlesticks are up and down, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, and you can panic out sometimes. So it's not a bad idea to up your time frames and get an idea of the whole picture, the big picture, to prevent like early entries, early exits. Yeah, that's a really good note. Really good note there, Coin. Thank you for that. I'll throw a check in the mail for you. Killing it. Let's see this. Let me... Okay, yeah. Also, guys, if you're sticking around, watch this one as well. JMIA is at all-time highs right now. So be watching that, or not all-time highs, all high days. It's at high days. So watch JMIA is at high days. TLRY, CGC, ACB, that's in the marijuana sector. Let's see what plug, SPWR, PLUG. As PLUG is kind of still sitting around highs. They're all sitting around highs. SPWR sitting around highs. And BE is still fading a little bit. Remember, BE was the one that usually sees a little bit of selling pressure. But, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Great job, guys, trading today, staying laser focused. Smack that like button before you get out of here. Today, guys, is a historic day, and I'm very happy that I was able to spend it with you fellas. It's a historic day. Today is a day that we will remember as a day. That is election day. So great job today, traders. Staying laser focused, waiting for the trades to come to you. If you want to keep trading and using the scanners throughout the day, you guys know 30% off in the description below. If you need help, who was it a little bit earlier today? Oh, yeah, ZK needs a little help with CMEG. Yeah, if any of you are heading out to CMEG and you need a little help, just email me. I don't mind helping you guys out. That's what I do. It's what I do. I just help out. That's what I do. When I first started trading, I had zero help. So I love kind of, at the end of the day, experience is your best teacher in the market. Experience is your best teacher. Oh, I need to mention this, FYI. So the book, Among the 10%, is now on Kindle. If you guys are interested, you can get it on Kindle now. Among the 10%. If you guys are interested in kind of the book I wrote going over the last 4 or 5 years of my trading and just helping you get jump-starting your day trading career. It's on Kindle. It's on paperback. So, go for it. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. It's a freebie. It is a freebie. If you guys are interested there. But yeah, what was I saying? Before I sidetracked myself. Kevin, stop interrupting yourself. So, yeah, experience is your best teacher in the market. Absolutely, 100%. But I do like to, I think it's really important to learn from everybody you can. Learn from everybody, not just me, not just Coin. Learn from as many as you can. It will be very beneficial for you. I like to write a blueprint out, but at the end of the day, you guys are the one that are ultimately going to be building the house. So I threw that in there for free. BE is still selling off right now. VWAP coming down to VWAP. Remember, this one's always heavy against the 13 EMA the last week. That's what you got to look at. Left of the chart. SPWR hit 1817. That one seeing a little bit of selling pressure as well. See where JMIA is at. JMIA, woo, fast. Man, that was a fast move right there. That's kind of what we were looking for. Get a little fast off of the VWAP. So JMIA, a little bit of a big red candle there. See this on the see this is what I'm talking about. 5-minute chart. I look at this. Why? 5-minute chart. Because what do we see with the last 5 minutes? We see upper shadow. We're seeing some selling pressure there in the 1760s. Now let's zoom into the 1-minute chart. 1-minute chart. What do we see? We see a pretty big red candle compared to the rest of the red candles throughout the day. What does that mean? It means exactly that. In that 1-minute time frame, we are seeing some selling pressure. And it may start being a little heavy against 1765. When we see selling pressure like that, we get a little bit of longs underwater that are looking to cut out, get out, break even. Jason, you got the book. Appreciate that, man. I hope you learn lots and lots from it. Lots and lots. I want to keep... I may do a second edition of it because I'm... There's always things I want to keep adding. Always things I want to keep adding. But thankfully, because it's like on Amazon, you can... it's all digital. I can add things to it and then republish it. But I may do a second edition of it. 2021 or something. But thank you, Jason. I hope you like it. Hope you like it. All right, guys. Any questions before we get out of here? You guys have a great election day. Stay safe out there. And if you need any help at all, email me. Always happy to do it. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. The green team continues. PDD popping up on the scans. PDD. Akmal got the paper one. Nice. Yeah, there's something special about the paper. Something special about it. Old school, flipping through actual pages versus clicking a button. Something special about it. Yeah, I want that to help jumpstart you guys, your trading career. Really want that to help jumpstart. That was the intention of the book. I think it will. It goes over a lot. Coin, the paper one as well. Coin got that paper book. Coin, your kid's reading it too, ain't he? I remember you said that. You're like, your kid asked you about trading, and you're like, read the book. Read the book, son. Read the book. APVO fading, BBGI fading. We're just kind of chilling, guys. Just chilling. DBVT on the positive scans. This one's popping up right now. Yesterday, this was our leading gapper. DBVT. Yesterday, this was the leading gapper. So I'll be watching this one and start getting a little heavy. So 225. This is going to be pretty heavy against 225. DBVT. So if that one keeps going, yeah, not a bad short there. Coin, you're going to make them finish it, or you're not teaching them nothing. JMIA still, JMIA still a little heavy against the high days. Coin watching it to pull back down. Wouldn't be a bad short to long. Short against 1765. It's looking heavy. See what it does right here. We will see what she does. Alright guys, I'm going to head out. Got some work to do. Emails, phone calls, that sort of thing. So just let me know if you guys need any help. Always happy to help. And we will do it again tomorrow. Love you guys. We'll see you then.